The National Guard amid unrest over the grand jury's decision in the Breonna Taylor case.
Plus, an overnight shooting in South Boston. Our top stories begin with that breaking news.
Boston police are investigating that overnight shooting here in South Boston. A neighbor just telling us he heard the popping sounds of the gunshots overnight. It happened here on Old Colony Avenue behind me, just beyond the Columbia Road Rotary, not too far away from Moakley Park and Carson Beach. It had investigators scattered across the street and several of the cross streets, with them over a dozen evidence markers, some placed by shell casings. This is still very much under investigation. If you have any information at all, call police right away. Reporting live here in South Boston for now, Lisa Greshey, WBZ This Morning.
Also breaking overnight, dozens arrested during a second night of protests in Louisville. Police say that some protesters broke windows at a restaurant, damaged city buses, and tried to set a fire. Dozens of demonstrators gathered at a church and continued to rally after the city's 9 p.m. curfew. They left peacefully overnight.
Up to 1,000 members of the National Guard activated by Governor Baker. He signed the order yesterday in anticipation of the possibility of increased protests over the weekend here in Massachusetts related to the grand jury's decision in the Breonna Taylor case. That activation will continue until further notice. And the purpose of this move, according to the administration, is to have them on call if cities and towns need help protecting opportunities to exercise First Amendment rights and or maintaining public safety. Now, later today, the mother of Breonna Taylor is expected to speak publicly for the first time since the grand jury's decision. Live at the State House, Nick Giovanni, WBZ This Morning.
Well, a new model is projecting 371,000 people in the U.S. could die from the coronavirus by the end of the year. That number is actually down by about 7,000 deaths from a week ago. Researchers who run the model at the University of Washington say if 95% of Americans wear a mask, 100,000 lives could be saved by New Year's